Have you ever noticed a strange itch somewhere on your body and just ignored it? Maybe you thought it was just dry skin, or perhaps something about getting older. You're definitely not alone in thinking that way. But here's something most people don't know, and it's really important. Sometimes that itch that keeps coming back isn't about dry skin at all. It's not about the soap you're using. It's not even about allergies. Sometimes your body is trying to tell you something serious. You see, our bodies are actually very smart. When something goes wrong inside, maybe with our heart, our liver, or our kidneys, our body looks for ways to send us a message. And one of the first ways it does that, through our skin. That simple itch you've been scratching for weeks, it might actually be an early warning sign, a warning that could appear months, even a whole year, before a serious health problem shows itself in other ways. Now, I know that sounds scary, but actually this is good news, because if we know what to look for, we can catch problems early, when they're still small, when they're easier to fix. Today, I'm going to share 4 specific areas of your body where itching could mean something much more serious than you think. These aren't just random spots. They're connected to vital organs, your heart, your liver, your kidneys, even your blood circulation. I've talked to many people over the years who wish they had paid attention to these signs earlier. So please stay with me until the end, because what you learn today could honestly add years to your life. Let's begin. Number 1, itching on your chest or upper body. When you feel an itch on your chest, especially right below your collarbone or across your upper body, most people think it's nothing. Maybe you got too hot. Maybe your shirt irritated your skin. But this area is actually very special. Your chest has thousands of tiny nerves, and these nerves are connected directly to your heart and lungs. When your heart starts having trouble pumping blood properly, or when your lungs aren't getting enough oxygen, these nerves can become very sensitive. And that sensitivity, it shows up as itching or tingling, sometimes even a burning feeling that has no visible cause. There was a study done with people over 70 years old. The researchers found something surprising. Those who had unexplained itching in their chest area were much more likely to have early heart problems. Some had irregular heartbeats. Others had the beginning stages of fluid building up near their lungs. The reason this happens is actually quite simple, but powerful. When blood doesn't flow smoothly, your body isn't getting enough oxygen everywhere it needs it. This creates small amounts of inflammation, and your nerves react to that inflammation by sending itch signals to your brain. I remember a woman named Margaret. She was 79 years old. She told me her chest itched so much that she thought she must be allergic to something. She changed her laundry soap, she bought new clothes, she even got rid of all her old bras. Nothing helped. Finally, her doctor did a simple heart test, an EKG. And guess what they found? She had something called atrial fibrillation. That's when your heart beats irregularly. Once she got treatment for her heart, the itching completely went away. Think about that. A simple itch was actually her heart asking for help. So if you feel a chronic itch on your chest or upper body, especially if it gets worse when you're moving around or when you're warm, please don't ignore it. Check your heart rhythm. Check your blood pressure. Get it looked at. Your body speaks to you first in quiet whispers. The skin is often the first translator of those whispers, and sometimes a small itch on your chest is your heart's way of saying, I need help, before something bigger happens. Number 2, itching around your ankles. Now let's talk about your ankles. When your ankles or feet start itching, especially at night or after you've been sitting or lying down for a while, this tells a very specific story. This isn't just about dry skin. Your ankles are actually showing you how well your blood is moving through your body. As we get older, the veins in our legs don't work as strongly as they used to. It becomes harder for them to push blood back up to the heart. Why? Because they're fighting against gravity. When blood doesn't move up like it should, it starts to pool a little bit near your ankles. Small amounts of fluid build up. Waste products that should be carried away, they just sit there. and your body responds to this by creating inflammation. That's when the itching starts. Many people over 65 feel what they describe as restless sensations around the ankles, kind of prickly, kind of itchy. It's easy to ignore, but when it keeps happening, it can point to something called venous insufficiency. That means your veins are getting weaker and pressure is building up over time. Even more serious, sometimes this kind of itching is connected to early heart failure. When your heart struggles to pump blood evenly throughout your entire body, your skin reacts. It becomes dry, tight, and very itchy. I once spoke with a retired teacher. Her name was Ellen. She noticed that her ankles always itched after she'd been sitting for a long time. When she mentioned it during a regular checkup, her doctor ordered a special scan of her blood vessels. The results showed early damage to her veins and some minor fluid buildup. Both of these were caught early enough to be treated and reversed. What she thought was just a small annoyance was actually her body's early alarm system working perfectly. Here's the thing. It's very easy to ignore this kind of itch because it seems so harmless, but if your ankles swell even a little bit, if the skin looks shiny, if there's any redness that doesn't fade quickly, that's your signal to take action. What can you do? Elevate your legs when you sit. Go for gentle walks to improve circulation. Watch how much salt you're eating. These simple things can make a huge difference. Your legs are your lifeline. When circulation gets weak, everything suffers, from your heart to your brain. So when your ankles start itching for no clear reason, treat it like an invitation to listen closely, not just to scratch. If you're still watching and you're finding this helpful, please type the number 2 in the comments below. It helps me know you're here and learning, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Your support means everything. Now let's keep going. Number 3, itching on your back, especially between the shoulder blades. If you've ever felt a constant itch right in the middle of your back, especially between your shoulder blades, you know how frustrating it can be. It's hard to reach. You try creams, you try scratching with anything you can find, but nothing really works. Most people assume it's from sweating or maybe from wearing certain clothes. But persistent itching in this specific area often has a deeper cause. It's frequently connected to stress in your internal organs, particularly your liver or gallbladder. Here's why this matters so much. Your liver's main job is to filter toxins out of your blood. It cleans your blood constantly, all day, every day. But when your liver gets overwhelmed, maybe from medications, maybe from what you eat, maybe just from aging, it can't keep up anymore. When that happens, tiny waste particles start circulating through your bloodstream. These waste particles irritate the nerve endings in your skin. And the place where this irritation shows up most? Areas where blood flow is naturally a bit slower, like your upper back. Over time, this irritation becomes an intense itch. It comes and goes. It's often worse at night when you're lying down and your circulation slows even more. Doctors who study age-related skin problems have discovered something important. Unexplained itching along the upper back can appear many months before any other signs of liver problems show up, before fatigue, before yellowing of the eyes, before anything else. It's your body quietly telling you, my detox system is struggling. I remember a man named Harold. He was 78. He thought the itchy spot between his shoulders was from working in his garden under the hot sun. He tried lotions, powders, even bought special back-scratching tools. Nothing worked. When he finally mentioned it to his doctor, they ran some blood tests. The results showed early liver inflammation caused by long-term buildup from his medications. Once this was treated properly, his itching disappeared within just a few weeks. It's amazing, isn't it? How the skin can reveal what's happening deep inside us. The nerves in your upper back are connected to your internal organs through a complex network. That's why sometimes your brain interprets internal stress as surface irritation. It's like crossed wires, but with purpose. If you're feeling an itch in that same hard-to-reach place in your back, and it just won't go away no matter what you try, please take it seriously. Your liver might be asking for help before it's too late. A simple blood test can tell you more than 1,000 bottles of lotion ever could. Number 4, itching in your palms or hands. An itch in your palms might seem like the most harmless thing in the world. You might even laugh about it. But this particular type of itching can reveal very serious internal stress. Your palms are packed with nerve endings and tiny blood vessels. They reflect both your circulation and how well your liver and kidneys are functioning. When your hands itch frequently, but you don't see any rash or obvious reason, this can signal that there are toxins in your bloodstream. Toxins that your liver or kidneys are struggling to remove. This type of itch usually comes in waves. It might be mild during the day, but at night, it gets worse. You might also notice some redness, or your palms might feel slightly warm. Many doctors connect this symptom with early liver problems, gallbladder congestion, or even diabetes. Here's what's happening. When your body's filtration systems slow down, your skin becomes a backup route for waste removal. That's why itching often appears before any blood test shows anything abnormal. I met a retired carpenter once. His name was Gerald, and he was 74 years old. He told me he'd started scratching his hand so often that his wife thought he was just anxious or nervous about something. But when he finally went to see his doctor, they discovered elevated bile salts in his blood. This was an early warning of liver obstruction, a blockage that was just beginning. After making some changes to his diet and getting proper treatment, not only did his itching vanish completely, but his fatigue and stomach bloating improved too. When your palms itch, it's not always about dryness. It's not always about the soap you're using. Think of it as your blood's way of saying, there's too much in here that doesn't belong. Yes, warm water, mild soap, and good lotion can ease the surface irritation, but the real cure? It comes from within. Drinking more water, reducing alcohol, eating balanced meals rich in antioxidants, these help your liver and kidneys flush out what they couldn't handle before. If your palms itch persistently, especially at night or after eating heavy meals, please take it seriously. This isn't superstition or old wives' tales. This is science. Your skin may be warning you that your body's filtration systems are no longer keeping up with the load. If this information is valuable to you, please type the number 4 in the comments. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Turn on that notification bell. Your support helps us keep creating content that can truly make a difference in your health. Now let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. In closing, an itch may seem like nothing, just a small irritation, something we brush away without a second thought. But as we've learned today, our bodies often speak softly before they shout. Each area of itching tells its own story, a quiet clue about what might be happening inside where we can't see. The scalp whispers about circulation. The ankles warn about heart strain. The back hints at liver trouble. The palms reveal filtration stress. These signs are never meaningless. Our skin is our largest organ, yes, but it's also our messenger. It reflects the truth that our blood, our nerves, and our organs are trying to communicate. The difference between a simple annoyance and a serious health condition often comes down to one thing: awareness. Whether we choose to listen when our body begins to speak. At our age, every symptom matters. Not because we should live in fear, absolutely not, but because we've earned the wisdom to see what others might overlook. We've learned to pay attention to the small things. These quiet signs, they might just help you catch something early enough to prevent what could have become much worse later on. The longer I live, the more I realize that good health isn't about silence. It's about listening, really listening. And sometimes what saves us isn't a fancy test or even a doctor's appointment. It's simply our willingness to pay attention to the small things our body is telling us every single day. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I truly hope this information helps you or someone you love. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use this information in your life. Your thoughts matter to us. They truly do. Reading your comments gives us motivation and encouragement to keep making these videos. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who might need to hear this message. Your support helps us continue creating content that can inform, inspire, and potentially save lives. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, listen to your body, and I'll see you in the next video.